Welcome to part 1 of my build of the Republic RC-3 Seabee model. This video is a slideshow with a voiceover of some pictures I took while building it. Week 1. The history. I have been wondering for a long time whether it is possible to make a model aeroplane of one of the ugliest, if you can say so, aircraft in Icelandic history, the Republic RC-3 Seabee. I looked through outerzone.co.uk and found that they have several plans for it, 4 of which have a wingspan of over 50 inches, which is about 125 to 130 centimeters. I looked at these closely and found that the plan by Tom Mountjoy seems to be the most accurate. 4 full sheets, one of which was just parts that need to be cut out, so I don't have to look for them in the drawings to saw and cut them out. I downloaded the file for this plan and took it to a printing service in Akureyri and had it printed. Then I spent a lovely evening looking at the drawing on our dining room table, which is as close as I can get to building in the living room. After some digging, I found out that there were probably 2 Republic RC-3 Seabee aircraft in Iceland. But what confuses people is that one of them had 2 registration numbers. TF-LBP was manufactured in November 1946, production number 171, and purchased to Iceland in 1963 by Höskuldur Þorsteinsson and Kristján Steindorsson. The aircraft had an accident on Lake Arnarvatn on the 13th of June 1965. In 1969, Kristján was the only registered owner, and then in May 1971, Guðjón V. Sigurgeirsson, an aircraft mechanic, became the sole registered owner. There are pictures of the aircraft in a very bad state, but sources say that it is currently being rebuilt. TF-TAB was manufactured in November 1946, production number 146. On November the 27th, 1946, the aircraft was sold to Flugvirkinn Limited in Reykjavik, who brought it to this country. In February 1947, the first prize in the SIBS lottery, the Association of Icelandic Tuberculosis Patients, was a Seabee aircraft, registered TF-TAB. The siblings Björn Björgvinsson, aged 4, and Guðbjörg Björgvinsdóttir, aged 1, won the aircraft. I have since found information that the Experimental Aircraft Association, EAA, seems to be the only other body that carry an aircraft as the first prize in a raffle, and that they do this every year. The film clip shown here was shot when Björn, aged 4, received the aircraft on behalf of the siblings on February the 3rd, 1947, at Reykjavik Airport. About 2 weeks later, a newly formed company, Flugfélagið Vængir Limited, bought the aircraft and it was given the registration TFVIA. This Seabee flying boat hit a rock in Lake Þingvallavatn and sank not far from the hotel there. All was saved, among other things, because the pilot Niels Nielsson dived into the plane with great determination and saved the last passenger from drowning. The plane was probably repaired after this, but it never flew again. The wings burned in a hangar fire at Reykjavik Airport. The last news of the fuselage was that it was being used as a work shed for a house construction project.